All right, there we go. Hello, hello, hello. It's me. It's temp time. Konghari. That's right. I forgot. I completely forgot in yesterday's debut stream to announce to you guys what my my official like greetings are, because I've got my like idol greetings. Yeah. So the beginning is Konghari, and the ending is Otsutem. Yeah. And the reason, there's actually a good reason for why I chose Konghari. First of all, I just think it sounds good. Yeah, chat works. I figured out how to get it working. It's still not working the way that I thought it should work, but I tried a different thing and that's working, so it's a little bit more of a pain in the ass, but oh well, here we are. Konghari! Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know how I said I've been studying Indonesian, right? So it turns out that hari means day in Indonesian, and like konnichiwa, it's pretty much like nichi, like day. It's like good day, right? Right? So like konghari is pretty much like saying good day. It's genius, I know. Yeah, so welcome to the first ever Tem's Anime Club. Yeah, I'm mostly going to be talking about like current anime, so there might be a few spoilers for those of you who aren't like up to date on some of the stuff, but you know, I'll make sure to give a good warning before I spoil like anything major. Yeah, worldwide indeed. Oh right, but before we get into the anime talk, I said that I was going to answer some marshmallows that I got before my debut stream. And since this is technically like my first English chat stream, I figure we might as well go ahead and do that now, shall we? And by the way, the marshmallow box is still open, or at least it should be. I don't actually know how marshmallow like works. Like, does it just stays open, right? Because the link is in the description if any of y'all want to toss some things at me. But anyways, I've got a few marshmallows, so let's do it. First of all, spoilers for JoJo, I guess. I don't know much. Well, okay, that's not true. I do know quite a bit about JoJo, but I'm not like a hardcore JoJo fan. This question says, is your stand Dirty Deeds done dirt cheap? Because your stand power is actually dimensional abilities to travel through parallel universes. Sure, why not? I don't even remember if this is a stand that I've seen yet, or if this is like manga only so far. I've definitely heard of it. Honestly, I think of my time travel powers as being the most similar to Steins Gate, which is sort of like a parallel universe theory kind of thing. So like, yeah, why not? Well, we can roll with that. Going to the next malo. Hi Tem, my question for you is, if you could travel back and visit any time, which would it be? This one's an interesting question. I think my usual go-to is the 1920s because I really like the aesthetic. Like, I don't know, I like flapper dresses and that kind of like dance style. I just think that it seems really fun. But I would not want to stick around because after the 20s, things don't go so well. Spoiler alert for history that's already happened. Things don't go so well for a while. But yeah, I would say 1920s. Yes. And got another one. Yes. Can you take me to heaven? Love from your fave genmate. Who could this possibly be? I don't know. Process of elimination. I think if Mimi were to type this, it would have been in all lowercase. I think if Mei were to type this, there would have been a few more like winky faces and hearts. And if this was Belle, I don't think Belle would write this. So, process of elimination. Sugar, sure, I can take you to heaven. I just need to unsheath my sword real quick and skewer your body and make you stop breathing. And then you'll go to heaven. I hope she sees this. I hope she sees this and fears for her life. And then this next one is actually, I know who sent this in because they asked me if it was okay to send in ahead of time. but spoilers, is that the right word to use for this? If you don't want to know anything about Tem's previous life, then close your ears and eye holes. But this person sent in a very nice mellow. It says, your voice is angelic and your personality is sweet. I wish you the best of luck in this new company. I was sad to see Pip leave, but your company can give you opportunities you wouldn't get before. You've always been a nice person, and even if you're now a Temlin, you're still an amazing entertainer and someone I want to watch as often as possible. You were like a role model when I was a VTuber. It's exciting to see you caught the eye of a company. Again, good luck, and we love you. So, for anyone who may not know, I used to be an indie VTuber named Pip. It's not a secret. I got permission from my manager to announce it on stream when I did my graduation before I debuted as Tem. And this is a person that knew me from back then. I say back then, this really wasn't that long ago. But yeah, thank you so much. This is such a sweet message. And regarding Pip things, you know, it's not a secret. This is public information. I just ask that you, when you're in my streams and when you're interacting with Harima Tem's like socials directly, you should call me by Tem. But you know, if you want to like talk about it just like on your own time, on your own Twitter and stuff, as long as you're not like, I don't know, tagging me and stuff, then you know, go for it. Because, what was I going to say? I was going to say something important, vaguely important, kind of important. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, right. The reasoning, because, you know, I don't want newer viewers to be confused if they come into the stream and people are calling me by a different name. So yeah, that's a little tidbit for you guys if you didn't know. Yay. Mimi, hi! Guys, Mimi just like the other day, was this literally yesterday? I think it was literally, no, it was, I think it was 2 days ago. We were in a voice chat just in the bondEN Discord, right? And so like it was like me and like Sugar and Mako, I think, or was it her? I don't know. And Mimi just like pops in and she's like shouting at her phone outside, and we're like, Mimi, what are you doing? She just goes like, hi, bye, and then just leaves. What a silly creature. Just a silly creature. Okay. What am I gonna say? I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that you're a silly creature and I love you. But that's enough emotional talk. We're here to talk about anime because we are weebs, and you're here to talk about anime with me, I guess. So how about it? Are you guys watching any seasonal anime? Because I am currently watching 4, I believe. Yeah, 4 seasonal animes. I should probably list them out. Hold up, let me make a little list. Let's open up a text box. Anime list. Bum, ba, ba, bum. First one is Spy Family. I love Spy Family. And then we've got Chainsaw Man, of course. We've got Bocchi, Zarok, and then we've got what am I watching? Oh yeah, Kudoji Danshi. Okay, what does this look like on my screen right now? Ah, it's just a little tiny box in the corner. Awesome. Okay, let me give that like a little background or something. How do I use Streamlabs? How do you use Streamlabs? Hey guys, how do you wow. Chainsaw Man, yeah, I'm still, the verdict is out for me. I'm still waiting to figure out how I feel about it, but it's pretty good so far. Watching VTubers replaced anime for me, same. Same. Honestly, this is, I think, like the first season where I'm watching multiple anime, like weekly, in like 5 years or something. I'm a professional streamer. Listen, it's not my fault that I'm using a software that I am not familiar with. I used to use OBS, but then we all decided that we were going to use Streamlabs, and I don't know how to use Streamlabs. But it's fine, it's going to be fine. This is anime list. Boom. Listen, I remembered to prepare the marshmallows ahead of time. Everything else is kind of a blur. Because I was busy watching Belle's debut. Did you guys see Belle's debut? I wasn't able to catch the very end of it because I was preparing for this stream. And by preparing, I mean putting the marshmallows in and that's it. And making sure the chat was working. But yeah, as far as watching VTubers instead of anime, I feel that on a deep level. Pretty much like I've watched, like in the past few years, I've really only watched like Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, JoJo, but JoJo's not like a seasonal anime, so I don't really count that in like seasonal anime because that's more of like, you know, Netflix just kind of releases it and then you binge it all in like 2 days. Yeah, Belle was so good. I love her. Goodbye Sengen. Oh man. And then I of course watched the first season of Spy Family, and I watched the first few episodes that were like the only episodes that were available at the time, and then I liked it so much that I went and read the entire manga. So I know like a lot of things that happen in Spy Family already, but I forgot most of it because my memory is tiny, minuscule. Hi Suha, thank you for coming. Yay, yay, yay. Mimi is a big fan of Ludicatus. Me too, man, me too. I've got some good gem mates. Y'all are some real ones. I don't follow anime seasons anymore, no time. Yeah, same. Once in a while, I'll just like watch a YouTube video that like summarizes the season. But like these days, I don't even do that much. But if you're looking for a good place to start this season, these are the ones that I would recommend. Yeah, I think my favorite one out of this list is definitely Spy Family. It's like one of the only anime that I like really connected with in like a long time. I don't know what it is. I think my favorite parts of Spy Family are just Anya doing Anya shenanigans. Because she's so dang cute. And I'm like, I don't even... this is gonna sound bad, but I don't really like kids that much. It's not that I don't like kids, it's just that I don't really interact with kids that much. And so I just, like, I don't know how to deal with them when I am in a situation where I have to deal with kids. I'm just like, you want candy? Like, what do I do? What do I say? But for some reason, Anya, right? She's just such a little goober. She's just such a silly little funky little creature, and I love her. And I love her shenanigans at school because it feels so real to like how I felt back when I was in like elementary school, you know, where like every day just felt like an ordeal. You know, where I'm like, I'm the main character, and this is my group of friends, and we're gonna save the world, or whatever, I don't know. Yeah, Anya really steals the show. I don't know, I know some people who are in it for Yor, and like, Yor is great and all, but like, I like, she's not really my type, or like, I don't know, I feel like we just haven't seen enough depth to her character. I don't know if that's ever gonna change, because she's just kind of like, you know, she's clumsy, and sweet and murderous. That's kind of all there is. That's kind of all there is so far. Although I love Lloyd. Love Twilight. He's great. he's a very complex character, definitely. 'Cause he's, you know, he's got that whole like, I don't actually love my family, I am only using them for the mission, but then he secretly does care for them, but he's not gonna admit it until the very end, where he like has to like choose. I mean, that's not me giving spoilers, that's just me predicting how the story will go based on, you know, how character tropes and stuff work. God, Spy Family is so good. What I really love about it is that a lot of the like modern, like really popular anime, because you know it's like pretty much every season there's like the one popular anime, right? It's like Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man. But this is the only like non-shonen, or I guess I don't know. Is it technically shonen? Is it in Shonen Jump? I don't even know. But it's like not sticking to that formula. You know, it's so refreshing. It's so refreshing to see a popular anime that is not a young man who is scarred by trauma and joins a demon hunting squad. Only paid attention to Eminence in Shadow this season. Oh, that sounds interesting. I don't even know what that is. Like, is that like a drama, like a fantasy, like a mech? I have no idea. The only other anime this season that I've heard anything about is the Gundam series. And I literally know nothing about Gundam, but from what I've heard, this is a series that you can pretty much like enjoy without much knowledge of Gundam. I mean, it seemed pretty interesting. I watched like the first episode. I might go back and give it more of a shot eventually, but for now, these 4 anime and everything else that I've got going on are taking up enough on my plate that I'm good. I'm good for now. Oh, Crunchyroll has the game but not the anime. That would explain why I probably don't know it, because I mostly just rely on Crunchyroll for like seasonal anime needs. It's too much work to try to find all the anime that's scattered across every platform. Except, you know, like every once in a while I check in on Netflix and see if they've got anything new. Eminence anime is funny. Oh, it's a funny anime. Okay. Arc Knights? What is Arc Knights? Well, I feel like I've heard of that, but I have no idea what that is. Sid Kage no? Dare desu ka? Sore wa? Who? Who, where? Who, where, when? The Gundam anime now is more on stories. As in like each arc or like each series has its own plot. I'd be okay with that. I'm a very story-oriented person. I don't really like action that much, or that's not true. I like action. I just don't like action for action's sake. Like, it has to have a goal to it. It has to have a purpose, or I get bored. I get really bored watching most like modern shonen animes, to be honest. An isekai, but the guy basically prepared beforehand and doesn't believe half of what's going on. Interesting. Okay, so another like isekai with a twist. There's been a lot of those. You know, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. Maybe I'll check it out. That's the Eminence one, right? Oh, it's also a manga? Maybe I'll read the manga. Iron-Blooded Orphans. Ah. I've heard the name. I've heard the name before, definitely. I'm so scared to like try to dive into Gundam. I don't really like robots that much. Like, I don't have anything against robots, I just don't really see the appeal. Like, I've watched Gurren Lagann. That's the only mech anime I've ever watched, and that's not really, like, I don't know, do you call that a mech anime? I guess it is. It's just sort of a chaos drama anime. Hi Mako, yeah, chat is working, meow. Meow. I said Kageno is the protagonist of Eminence. Naruhodo. There's less fighting in the new Gundam series. Nice. Okay, I might be into it then. Action. How about Cowboy Bebop? I've never watched Cowboy Bebop. I know the name. I know like the opening song, right? Because like everybody knows. It's like... Is that the right one? I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Witch of Mercury, yeah, that one. Yeah, it's like very like lesbians. Girls, right? That's what I've heard. W-O-M, what is that? What is that? Do I want to know? Do I want to know? Oh, that's Witch of Mercury. No. Iron-blooded is life today in a nutshell. What does that mean? Capitalism? Is it capitalism? Is it AIs starting to take over the world? Chainsaw Man. Yeah. Should we talk about Chainsaw Man? Let's talk about Chainsaw Man, because I already talked about Spy Family a good bit. So let's see, what's the latest episode? Okay, there's gonna be some spoilers here for anyone who's not caught up on the latest episode of Chainsaw Man. I don't even, when do new episodes come out? I literally watched it like either yesterday or the day before, so I think I'm caught up. I was really confused because I started watching the new episode and I was like, why does this seem familiar? It's because I forgot that like the last episode ended on a cliffhanger, and then I went and read like the next few chapters in the manga because I'm so goddamn impatient. But yeah, it was the really gross kiss. I hate that. I hate everything about that. It was gross to watch, and I want to delete it from my brain, but it's in there now. And now what's her name? What's her name? Hold up. I literally took anime notes so that I can talk about the anime, because I'm like, I am gonna forget every character's names. You know, the lady with the eye patch. Lady with the eye patch that we like literally just met. Yeah, she's like fucking dead now, right? She's like gone. She's like gone. Burb kissing, you know? I guess if I think about it that way, it's not that bad, right? But she's the rock, yes. They come out on Tuesdays. Okay. What day is today? Today's Monday. Okay, so there's a new episode tomorrow. Naruhodo. Yeah, I don't know what to think of Chainsaw Man, honestly. I'm mostly just watching it right now because it's popular and I want to be in on it. But so far it's just kind of like, I don't know, Denji? Yes, I remember his name. Denji's okay. Like, he was pretty interesting in like the first episode, and then after that he's just sort of like, he's a shonen protagonist. He really likes boobs. I really want to know more about Makima, because she seems really cool in my opinion, because I know that she's like manipulative and stuff, right? But I want to know why. I want to know what her goals are. I want to know what her motivations are. Like, I want to know what's going on there, because she seems way more interesting than Denji, to be honest. What's the like Sasuke looking dude's name? Aki? Aki's cute. I honestly Imagine having your first kiss like that. No thank you. Oh yeah, I was just okay, so this is probably just because I read way too much like fanfiction, but I was like, what if the big twist of Chainsaw Man, right, is that Denji thinks that he wants, you know, like he's living for the sake of boobies, you know, he just wants to have sex with Makima-san, right? What if he turns out to be gay? Wouldn't that be interesting? Wouldn't that be a really good plot twist? I would really enjoy that. Okay, and this has been enough of Tem's Delusion Corner. Let's talk about Bocchi the Rock. Yeah, top knot Sasuke, literally though. It's the shonen formula, right? You've got a Naruto, you've got a Sasuke, and you've got a Sakura. Although pretty much every like Naruto ripoff has been trying to create like a female character that is better than Sakura in some way. I don't know if they've succeeded. Yeah, let's talk about Bocchi. That's enough Chainsaw Man for right now. Hi, Sugar. How are you doing? How much of that did you hear, Sugar? I'm just curious. Just curious. Anyways, hi. Yeah, Bocchi the Rock. I think, what was the recent episode? Beach episode, that's right. We didn't get any swimsuits though. Very tragic. But, you know, I really like Bocchi the Rock so far. I don't usually go for, like, the moe girl style of, like, animation and, like, you know, like, cute girls, like, form a band kind of thing. But Bocchi, like, first of all, Bocchi's the star of the show, and everyone knows it. And she's so gosh dang relatable. It really gives me vibes of like Watamote. If you've ever seen Watamote, it's sort of a similar like like anime about like a girl with anxiety and depression who is just like a complete wreck. You need to forget what just happened. Oh dear, did I say something that wrong? I mean, probably. I don't even remember what I said at this point, but you know what? I'm not gonna apologize. And then she only enjoyed the mammary glands from a strictly scientific standpoint. You haven't watched Bocchi the Rock? I highly recommend it. I think it's just a good time. Bocchi's a fun character, and the lengths that she will go to avoid social interaction are a big mood. Big mood. I always feel like a little bit called out when there's a character in an anime that's like an extreme introvert. Because I'm like, oh no, it's me. Oh no, they see me. They put me in the anime. Yeah, Watamote. Every scene in Bocchi the Rock is memeable, absolutely. I love the that she performs in a what kind of box was it? It was a box that said like oranges or something on it. I don't even remember. It was really good. But honestly, I think what surprised me about Bocchi, right? Because obviously Bocchi herself is very like iconic, but I really like the other characters too, especially what's her name? I think her name's Ijichi, the blonde girl. She's like way cooler than I thought. Like she's just a real pal, just a real bro. Like I don't know, all of the dialogue, like the character writing in that show just feels really natural. Like it feels like real conversations that people would have. Bocchi's crazy, but she gets extremely good when it's time to play guitar. Yep. As long as she's like in her element. Because when she's not in her element, it doesn't go so great. But like once she like flips on like the guitar switch in her brain. Yeah. Oh, it was Mango Box, that's what it was. And like, oh man. Hello. She played inside the box and then her arms and the guitar outside the box. You know, baby steps. Definitely baby steps. Right? It doesn't feel like anime dialogue. Exactly. Because I'm so used to like the moe girl stereotype characters and like moe stereotype writing. Where it's like, you know, like she like runs too fast and her boobies jiggle and they're like, oh, no. I don't know. I'm being too harsh. That's just my own prejudice. But I'm so pretty today. Oh, thank you. I'm pretty every day. But yes, you are correct. You are objectively correct. Yeah, the production quality, of course, is really, really good. Also, I love how in the recent episode we revealed that Ryo is actually a dumbass. Because she's got this whole like cool like chill bassist, like mysterious, like she lives her own pace, she's so like cool and chill, and then you find out that she's so fucking dumb. She's just an idiot, and I love that about her. And I love that like, what's her name, the red-haired girl, Kita-chan? I love that she's like, I can never understand in this kind of anime whether it's like yuri baiting or if she like actually has romantic feelings for Ryo. Because she like literally said like, I'm in love with senpai. She's like I would do anything for her. But then in the recent episode when she found out that Ryo was dumb, she was like a little taken aback. She was like a little bit like, well, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, yes, the part where Bocchi tried really hard to get a cold. Yeah, and then she was trying to get out of her social obligations, so she tried really hard to give herself a cold. And then she ended up not getting sick, and then she had to do the thing. I think that's right, she had to get a part-time job. It was only like a part-time job working at the the club that they perform in, but she still had to like interact with customers, which like big mood. I still hate, like, I've done customer service for years, and I still hate it. I dread it every single day. I wake up and remember that I have to talk to customers, and I go, oh no. But I have to deal with it because I'm an adult, and I have to survive. But yeah, she's such a mood. Yeah, and then she only ends up getting a cold after she already had to do the thing. Big mood. Big mood. Yeah, Kita-chan likes her because of her coolness. Yeah, but it turns out that Ryo is actually a doofus. And I love that about her. Probably role model admiration? Maybe. Because the thing about Bocchi is that it looks kind of stereotypical, but you know, the character writing and everything is pretty unique, in my opinion. So I wouldn't even be surprised if they actually like addressed Kita's like actual feelings for Joe, but who knows? Maybe that's wishful thinking. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that wants that. Anyways. Become worm, balloon, then she explode. Just a typical day in the life of Bocchi. What was it in the recent episodes? There was like, she like turned to dust, and then the dust particles in the air like contaminated her friends with like the Bocchi disease, and they all became depressed. That was pretty fun. That was pretty interesting. I really like her party outfit. Oh my god, I just remembered that whole episode. Where her friends come over to her house for the first time, right? And she like has like a party hat on, and she put like a banner up in front of the house, and she like decorated her room with like a disco ball and like streamers and everything. Honestly though, like if I went over to my friend's house and she did that for me, I'd be like, hell yeah. I would be so in. I would be so into it. Your favorite anime is Horimiya. I've heard of Horimiya. I think I tried either. I can't remember if I tried reading the manga or if I tried watching the anime. Maybe one day I'll try getting back into it. I used to watch a lot of like shoujo anime, like read shoujo manga back in like middle school-ish. But I kind of fell off of that, and I don't know. I don't know if it has the same appeal to me these days, but I might give it a shot. Maybe. Bocchi 19 disease. Yeah, when they would have visited Bocchi's house. Yeah. I think that might be my favorite episode so far. Hope Bocchi will get 24 episodes. I don't know. I feel like this kind of anime usually goes for just the usual like 12 or 13. But then if it's popular enough, which Bocchi definitely is, in my opinion, I think Bocchi's definitely got the fan base that they'll probably like give it another season in like probably like next year sometime. That's just my prediction. The star shades and the mustache. Yeah, the mustache is what really, you know, the cherry on top. Yeah. Bocchi's a good bean. She's just so relatable. What else should we talk about? I guess this last one on the list, I don't think anybody here is probably watching because it's sort of like a sleeper slice of life anime from this season. The 8th episode where they realize Bocchi's important to the band. I don't remember what exactly happened at that point. Her forehead was touched and all her stress went off and she explodes in dust. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'm talking about. But what was in the 8th episode? I don't know. But I really like Ijichi, the blonde girl. She's the most interesting to me so far. Also, I just love the drunk bassist lady that's just around. She's just friends with Bocchi now. She's pretty funny. But anyways, Cool Doji Danshi I started watching a few weeks ago. They're like short episodes, so each one's only like half the usual length, it's like 11 minutes. It's literally just a show about some boys who are clumsy, and that's the plot of the show. I say plot, it's just like mostly slice of life, pretty much. There's not really any point to it, but I just, like I said in my did I say this in my debut? Yeah, I said in my debut, right? I like shows about dumb boys doing dumb boy things. Pretty dumb boys doing pretty dumb boy things. Yeah, this is my kind of show. It's also just really, really cute. I don't think it's a BL. I think it's just like yaoi bait, but but it's really cute. It's just like 4 dudes from different like walks of life. There's one who's still in high school, and 2 of them are in college, but they're like at completely different colleges. And there's one businessman, but they all sort of like end up meeting like at a cafe. Well, some of them meet ahead of going to the cafe, but like they all sort of just like end up at this cafe together, and they're all really clumsy. And they each like have sort of like a complex about it, so like they don't want people seeing how clumsy they are, and then they realize like, wait, this guy's just like me. Wait. Let's see, the part where she saved the concert by doing a 6 solo. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. That was pretty cool. After they had her first concert, blonde girl discovered that she's guitar. Yeah, I was so glad that they finally addressed that, because it's just been this like dangling plot thread for the entire series, how nobody knows she's Guitar Hero, and she just didn't say anything. I wasn't even sure if she like meant to keep it a secret, or if she just like forgot to tell them, or like didn't want to tell them for some reason. But then she explained in that episode that she was like didn't feel like she was worthy to tell them or something like that. I don't know. But she's getting you back into guitar. Nice. I tried to learn guitar for like 2 weeks one time, and then I never picked it up ever again. It hurt my fingies. It hurt my little fingies. I should really learn an instrument other than the flute though, like an actual chord-based instrument. Oh man. I know just a tiny bit of piano because I went to a music school for a little bit, and I sucked at the piano, but like I still like passed my classes for the most part. Yeah, I don't know if I'd say a good plot. It's just some silly boys being silly. It's honestly, it's also a very relatable show, where it's like even just in even if you just watch the OP, like there's a bunch of little gags, little jokes in the OP for Kuldoji Danshi, where like probably the most relatable one is that he's like watching a video on his phone, right? Like his phone is like sitting on a table and he's watching the video on his phone, and then he starts like grabbing around trying to find his phone, and then he like slaps himself in the face when he realizes that it was right in front of him the whole time. That's such a mood. And like this one guy just starts like cracking himself up because he like had a bendy straw, but he had it in upside down because he didn't realize it was a bendy straw. That's a mood. It's a big mood. Gotta do exercises to build up calluses on your fingies, but it takes time. Oh man. But I don't want my fingies to be rock solid. I want my soft, squishy fingies. I think they are soft and good for squish. Good for squishing. Good for pinching cheeks. The solo saved them, and that's when she realized that she's guitar hero. Yes. Wants to be an extrovert. I don't think that being an extrovert should be Bocchi's goal. I don't know if it's possible for an extreme introvert to become an extrovert. I think that's a little much. I don't know, maybe with enough optimism. Maybe one day. I don't think I could ever be a full extrovert. Well, the thing with me is like, okay, the words introvert, extrovert, right, are kind of just a little bit reductive in my opinion. You know, it's like, I enjoy being around people, especially if they're people that I really get along with and I'm comfortable being around. So like I'll hang out with them for like 8 hours at a time, right? Like I'll spend a whole day with the people that I like. And then I need to spend a whole day after that recovering from that. Maybe 2 whole days. But like I get lonely if people don't invite me to things, you know, like I like to be included. I like to be part of the group. But then I just need time to recover. But also like if I'm put in a situation where I'm around strangers, oh gosh. Oof. Like especially, God, I hate social gatherings where I hardly know anybody. Even if I do know like one person, they're probably gonna run off and talk to other people, and then I'm gonna be just sitting in a corner drinking Sprite. That's how it is, isn't it? And then somebody will come over and try to strike up a conversation, and then they'll realize that I can't talk about anything that isn't VTubers or anime, and they'll lose interest. That's the introvert life. I'm an introvert that likes me time. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, like if someone like texts me while I'm doing my me time, like that's totally fine. But like actually like talking to people and like seeing them face to face or doing like a voice call, I have to recover after that. I'm like, oof. I used up my weekly social point. My one singular social point. There it goes, down the drain. I watched YLIA, I don't know what that is, and held the guitar and just played one string at a time just to train your hands. So you can actually like play a decent bit, huh? Slice of life anime is good when you're about to sleep. I can see that. And honestly, I like the cool doji danshi, especially because, you know, it's like the half episodes, so it really doesn't feel like it's overstayed its welcome, you know? It's like it gives you a few silly gags, and it gives you a few wholesome moments and some cute like blushing boys, and then it's over. And it gives you like a cute little ending song. And what more do you want? What more could you possibly want out of a show, right? No, just me? Okay. The tips of your fingers are stiff because of calluses from practicing violin. Ah, yeah. All of those string instruments. Part of me wonders maybe if I should have picked up a string instrument instead of the flute. I don't know. I like your voice. Thank you. If I've been told that I have soft yaoi hands, would I take that as a compliment? Yeah. Because that would mean I have big hands, and big hands are nice. Big hands can hold many creature. Yagi, what? Checking out at the konbini to buy eggs. Wipe me out. What? I don't know if I've ever seen a string of words that have less to do with each other. Most people who like anime are extroverts with me time? Maybe? I don't know. I really can't speak for other people, but like maybe we have that in common. I don't know. You suck at the guitar. I see. You've never done an actual cover even though you've played on and off for years. Well, that's more than I can do. I don't understand people who can play the guitar and sing at the same time. Like, what kind of other dimension does your brain need to be on before you can do that? What? Like, you gotta like practice an insane amount, right? To like basically be able to tune out, like, just like let your hands do their own thing while your brain does another thing. What? Well, okay, I guess I can kind of understand because I did marching band for a long time. So, like, you know, you have to do all the choreography and, like, move your feet and get to the right spots while also playing an instrument. So maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I could compartmentalize. Is that how you say that word? Compartmentalize my brain in that specific way? You learn guitar first and then add singing next. I see. Can't sing and play at the same time. You know what you should do? You should just record yourself playing, like, strum one chord over and over again, just like furiously, like chicka 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 chicka, and just scream. And then there you go, you've done it. You've sung and played at the same time. Expert guitar tips by Harima Tem. When flute playing stream? I don't know. I mean, I should do one sometime. I think that would be fun. Anime's become mainstream now that anime fans have their own subsets of groups now. Yeah, I feel like it's like it used to be just like making friends was as simple as being like, I like anime too, yay, let's be friends, wee! Well, part of that might have also been because I was like in elementary and middle school, so it was a lot easier to make friends back then anyways. But these days I'll be like, I like anime, and the person's like, I like anime too, and I'm like, oh really, what kind of anime do you watch? And they're like, Naruto, and I'm like, is that it? They're like, yep, Naruto is my personality, and I'm like, okay. What about Hunter x Hunter? Nope. Okay. About Ouran High School Host Club? Black Butler? Death Note? Anything? Give me anything. Give me anything to work with. I mean, Naruto's fine. I've watched a good bit of Naruto. I had a Naruto phase when I was in elementary school, but I never made it past like the Chunin exams. Do you know the anime Golden Time? I've heard of it. I actually think I tried watching it for a while, and I don't know. It just didn't hook me for whatever reason. I don't know. The one girl in bocce that just started guitar and can belt and play the guitar at the same time is the most unrealistic part of the show. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Like, yeah. Kita is just sort of a meh character so far to me. She might get better, but I don't know. Muscle memory, that's true. A nice way to do it, strum then shout. Yeah, I think that's I could handle that much. Naruto and Attack on Titan, it do be like that. It do indeed be like that. I have unique taste for anime, thank you. I pride myself in being a connoisseur. That's a fancy word for snob. I'm an anime snob. I will shit all over your favorite animes without a second doubt. I'm so sorry I'm like this. Yeah, I've heard Golden Time is good. I don't know. What I think about isekai anime, do I think they're overdone? I mean, they're definitely overdone, but that doesn't mean they can't be good. It's like I've watched some good ones. I just think that anybody who's making an isekai just because they want to make like a popular show is like, it's not gonna be good. You know, like if you're just doing it because everybody else is doing it and you just want like a piece of the fame, it's not gonna be a good show. You know? I'm trying to think of what isekais I've really enjoyed. Obviously Konosuba. Konosuba is like my favorite isekai anime. Oh yeah, Yagi's talking about Kita-chan, right? Kita, we don't know much about her. Why is she so good at singing? Why hasn't it been acknowledged that she's really, really good? I think she's so if you've ever seen Saiki K, there's a character named Teruhashi, and she is loved by God and blessed with pretty much every skill imaginable to a human being. And the thing is with Saiki K, they're very good at dealing with overpowered characters, right? So, like, the whole joke is that she's like, she never does anything wrong. But in her head, because the main character, he can read her thoughts, and in her head, she's very aware of the fact that she is like a goddess among men. But I feel like they're trying to go for that kind of situation in bocce, where she's just like, you know, like perfect in every way, just because that's the way it is. But I feel like she needs a little bit more depth to her. A little bit more flaw would make her a lot more likable, a lot more relatable. Yeah, I like analyzing things. I like being critical, even about things that I do enjoy. Yeah, I'm an elitist. I only believe in the superiority of anime from between 2010 and 2014. Anything other than that is trash. I'm joking. Don't kill me. Don't cancel me. The shotgun that comes out of the skirt of what? I see. Trash isekai. I mean, it depends on what kind of trash, right? Because there's some trash that is very aware that it's trash, and it just is what it is. It's like, here's some trash, eat it up, and you can just be like, oh, thank you, yummy. Isekai and their more in-depth title than its content. Oh, mood. There's this joke. Oh god, am I gonna out myself right now? Ah, fuck it, I'm gonna out myself. There's this joke in Homestuck. There's a little known webcomic named Homestuck. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. There's this joke where they have like a race of aliens, right? And the aliens have this like thing where their movie titles are all like a paragraph long at least, because they're like, yeah, we are such an advanced society that we ran out of movie titles, so we had to just keep making them longer and longer. And I feel like we've reached that point somehow we've reached that point. I don't think that's actually true. We haven't run out of titles. It's just like a trend right now, right? That titles have to be like a paragraph long because no one can come up with anything original. It makes sense that I'm a Homestuck. Oh jeez. Oh god. We shouldn't talk about it. We shouldn't talk about it now. Not here. Having flaws is one of the good points. Exactly. You guys get it. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yes. Characters need flaws unless the point of the character is that they have no flaws, right? Like Sebastian from Black Butler, right? He's the point of him is that he has no flaws, except, well, obviously his flaws are kind of being like detached and like having not a lot of empathy and stuff. Although sometimes you wonder if maybe he does. Maybe he does have empathy. And that's like the intrigue there of like trying to figure out whether or not he really does have like genuine emotions the same way that humans do. That's like part of the mystery of it, the part of the intrigue. You finished the manga of Chainsaw Man. Nice. So you're not watching the anime. I see. I have this really bad habit where I'll find like an anime that I like, but it's not finished, so that I watch up to the current episode, and then I go and read the entire manga up to the current chapter, and then I forget what chapter I ended on, and I forget what episode I ended on, and then I never pick the series up ever again. This has happened several times. But I think that's not going to be the case with Spy Family for me right now, because I'm actually watching most episodes of Spy Family with my mom. Because I already know what's happening, so it's not as interesting to watch it by myself. But I definitely thought that it was the kind of show that my mom would enjoy, so I shared it with her, and she did indeed enjoy it. And so we watch the new episodes whenever we get a chance. Yeah, you're done reading the story in the title, no need to watch anymore. Exactly. Oh, that reminds me. One isekai that I really do enjoy is what's it called? My Next Life as a Villainess, which, you know, it has sort of like the long title, but it's just really good. And there are a lot of pretty boys doing really dumb shit. Yeah, Villainous is really good. Mob Psycho 100? Mob Psycho 100's really good. Yeah. I'm not caught up. I did the thing. I did the thing that I literally just told you about, where I read the head in the manga and then forgot where I left off and then forgot where I left off in the anime. But I do enjoy Mob Psycho. Yeah, it's really good. The manga reader, yeah. Manga readers are basically time travelers. That's where my anime list comes in. I don't even have a my anime list. Maybe I should start one. The thought of trying to chronicle like every anime I've ever watched, that's a lot. I've seen a lot. I've been around a lot. Can I do an Anya voice? I don't know.
Anya, peanut 好き。人参は嫌い。
What else does she say? What does Anya say? What are things that Anya says? Anya-isms. Bleach 1000-Year War. I've heard of that. I watched a little bit of Bleach, just a tiny little itty bitty bit. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. But then I heard that my favorite characters didn't get as much screen time later on, or like they die or something, and so I was just like, okay, whatever, I don't care anymore. Maybe I'll try watching some more sometime. It was pretty good. It's rare for me to watch seasonal shows when they air, and just so I don't watch 4 episodes and then forget about the show. And that's why I started an anime club here. Because I need motivation to keep me watching these shows. And I also just want some people to talk about, so I'm not just like watching it all alone, by my lonesome, in a vacuum, with all of my thoughts to just simmer. Otome isekai titles are a guilty pleasure for some people out there. Why would they be a guilty pleasure? I mean, unless it's, something yabai, something a little itchy. But I think especially like Villainous is just a really fun show. And I think that all of the characters got really well developed, and I love the fact that it's got plenty gay. That she's got just as many female suitors as she does male suitors, even though the anime seems destined to kind of go the track of her ending up with one of the dudes. But honestly, I think she should end up with, what's her name? Mary? The blonde girl. I think they would be really cute together. Yamamoto? What is Yamamoto? Do I sound like Anya? Nice.
Anya, peanuts.
Had to scroll through like 30 pages of anime when you first made your MAL account. That sounds like so much work. I don't have the time or energy for that. Blah. The Anya part is close to the real thing. You've unlocked my secret ability, voice copy. That's right, that's one of my heavenly powers. The Bleach comeback is really good. Interesting. Oh yeah, waku waku.
Waku waku. Waku waku.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys like the Anya voice. God, Anya's just so cute. Just so cute. Blue Anya.
Blue Anya desu.
No, I don't watch One Piece. I watched a little bit. I watched like the first 15 episodes, and it was so slow that I was like falling asleep at the end of every episode, so I gave up. Like, I've heard that One Piece is really good, but it was so slow. I've heard that it's just at the beginning, but like, it was so... Pomerane, hello! Welcome to the stream! Yeah, we're just talking about anime. I've got a little list over here. We've pretty much gone through all of these by now, but if you want to give your 2 cents on any of these. We're just sort of shooting the shit, talking about whatever. Anime that surprised you in this season is Kage no Jitsuryokusha ni Naritakute. I thought it's just another trash isekai, but it's better than that. Interesting. I'll have to look up a little bit about that, see if it seems like my kind of thing. I can copy your voice. I can copy your voices? I mean, I can't copy your voices because I've never heard them. I wonder if I could copy my genmates' voices. I don't think I could do that very well. I don't think I could do it. I can only do like extreme voices, you know, like I'm really good at the Yoshi. I'm basically a Yoshi. Yoshi's my favorite. Yoshi's my Mario main, by the way. I think it's funny. I'm looking to this side and chat is over here. Whoops. I could probably fix that sometime. Yakuza Guide to Babysitting. Oh, I think I've heard of that. I think I've just seen like a few clips from that. Seems pretty funny. I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. That's like that's the current season, right? I think, or was it last season? I haven't watched it yet because I was unsure if it had anything to do with the other villainous anime. So I was like, is this like a villainous wannabe, or is this by the same people? I didn't bother looking up the answer to that question, so I never watched it. Bankai Minazuki with One-san voice. Okay, I have no idea what this is supposed to sound like, but like Bankai Minazuki. That's probably not good. I don't know what kind of voice it's supposed to be. Eminence and Shadows, the kind of cringe that's on purpose. Okay. I can get behind purposeful cringe. For sure. Temshi. Yo Tem. Temshi is pretty good because it's basically Tenshi anyways. Nice. I should draw myself as a Yoshi, actually. I'm gonna do that. Ichigo's Bankai. I don't know. Ichigo just has like a shonen voice. He's just got like the I'm gonna defeat you for the sake of Nakama. I'm gonna skewer you with my big cool sword. Yeah. I don't know. The new villainess is good. She fights her way out. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. I might give it a shot. Might just be adding on to this anime list. Oh no. I don't want... On the one hand, I feel like eventually watching these shows is gonna become a chore. Sorry, I forgot how to speak for a second. It's gonna become a chore because it's gonna be like, oh no, I need to watch all the new episodes before my anime stream, my anime talk stream. Yeah, Ichigo has a slightly deeper voice, I think, than the typical shonen protagonist. Like, definitely not a Naruto, but he's got like the What are some other good anime impressions I could do? I don't know. You know, I will say, I think my favorite, like, shonen, like just straight up shonen, is probably Fairy Tail. Any Fairy Tail likers? I really like Fairy Tail. I think the Fairy Tail is like the perfect essence of what I think a shonen series should be. At least, like, you know, a shonen that isn't trying to subvert any tropes. Like, if you're looking for like a shonen fantasy that's just like it is what like as advertised on the box, you know, it's like you go in looking for a good time and you get it. And like surprisingly good character writing and like arc pacing and like overarching plot. Like, I just think it's really good. That's definitely my favorite, like, straight up shonen. In terms of shonen subversion, of course I gotta give it to Hunter x Hunter, but Hunter x Hunter is very much not like a traditional shonen at all. Which is why, like, I wouldn't say that I dislike like action anime, because I like Fairy Tail and I like the action in Fairy Tail. But the thing is, with Fairy Tail, like, the action scenes serve a purpose for the most part, and they don't usually, like, a fight doesn't last more than like 2 episodes. They'll establish, you know, who the conflict is between, why they're fighting, and, you know, maybe something cool, some character development. Someone will unlock a new power during the fight, and it'll come to some kind of conclusion, unless it's interrupted, of course. But it's I don't know, just the pacing and everything about it is really good to me. Yeah, you know Erza. Erza's good. Erza's very, very good. What a good character. Bam, bam, bam. Darling in the Franxx, I have not. That was slightly after the time that I was watching like a lot of anime, where I was still like tangentially aware of what was happening in the anime world, but I wasn't really keeping up with anime that much at that point. But I know that like people had a lot of opinions on it. Is that the one that was like controversial? I don't even remember. I remember like people either loving it or hating it or something. I don't know. A love-hate relationship with Fairy Tail, because it was your introduction to anime, but you hate it because Nakama solves every issue. Yeah, I think it's a good show if you don't want to take it like too seriously. Because like, I don't know. It's you know, it's always a nice message of Nakama. But I got really frustrated towards the end, because I didn't finish it. I got like up to the very last arc and then just kind of like lost interest, because I don't know, all the like they just kept throwing more and more newer and edgier characters at us, and I was like, I don't care about these new edgelords. I want my old edgelords. Where are they? That's one thing about Fairy Tail, is there are a lot of characters. Just a lot of characters. Yeah, Natsu, you know, like, I don't know if I've ever gotten like attached to any shonen protagonist, to be honest. I feel like most shonen protagonists in my eyes are just sort of like a blank canvas through which the story is portrayed, but they don't ever like have that much intrigue to me personally. Like Natsu, it's like he's silly. He can be kind of cute, but he's, you know, the hothead that rushes into everything. And like I think he eventually learns to rush less into everything, but he's still just sort of like, I don't know, he's a hothead. That's his personality. Ba-doop-doo, ba-doop. You get angry at a plot point, then listen to the OP, and then you're back to feeling giddy again. Yeah, the Fairy Tail OPs are really good. Like, legit. I want to sing them on stream sometime if I can. That would be fun. People hated the ending of Darling in the Franxx, but the OP song makes people cry. Oh. Interesting. I don't know if I have anything in particular else to add on to this conversation for now. I've pretty much talked about all the anime I've been watching lately. Talked about just some other anime in general. Natsu's like fire, it consumes. Yeah. Like, again, just flaws need to be there. Like, because, you know, it's like his character flaw is supposed to be like, you know, he rushes into everything and that's a bad thing, but like he's usually portrayed as the one that's in the right, like he wins in the end. So it's like, it's not a flaw then, because he's pretty much always right and things always go his way. Tsuiko Merry-Go-Round? Is that one of the songs from Fairy Tail? I can't remember. Is that one of the endings, maybe? Sounds familiar. It's about how one becomes better every day. What is? Fairy Tail? Darling in the Franxx? the opening song? Anime that makes you cry is White Album. I don't think I've ever heard of that. That's rare. It's rare that I see the name of an anime that I haven't even watched. Or that I haven't even heard of, I mean. There's plenty of anime that I haven't watched, but I've heard of. Man, how do you do a Zatsudan? How do you do a chatting stream? I think this is how you do it. Is this how you do it? Probably. I'm gonna be real with you guys. The reason I've got so many streams planned for this week is because I have like a certain amount that I have to stream, and I'm not confident that I can stream for more than like an hour at a time. At least for Zatsudans, for like chatting streams. I think I can usually go like 2 or 3 hours with a gaming stream, but when it's just me talking, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I've said all my things that I want to say. The introvert's curse. Bam, bam. One of the endings of Fairy Tail. God, there are so many really good openings and endings of Fairy Tail. One of the ones that I really like that I think is underappreciated is the what is it? It's the one during Erza's first arc, like the Tower of Heaven thing. Gomen ne te itsukara konna ni muzukashii kotoba ni nachatta n daro. I really like that one. Bam 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 ba-dum, bam 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 ba-dum, bam 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 ba-dum, bam. Character development's impact on the story that makes it interesting. Oh yeah, Sugar's doing Minecraft now, right? I think it's really funny how we just have this like chain link of Luna Caddis streams, because like Mimi was streaming earlier, and then was Belle's debut, and then it's my stream, and there's Sugar's stream. I don't even know, is Mei streaming today? I don't know if she is. I think it would be funny if we all just stream back to back to back to back. You get no break. You get no break from Luna Caddis. We are always here. The visual novel of White Album is apparently really good too. Interesting. Yeah, this is how you do it. Okay, good. There's periods of time where I just kind of zone out and I'm like, and usually then I just sort of make some kind of noise, and that's how you talk. Some people have bullet points for Zatsus. I actually did make like little notes. I didn't really make a whole lot of bullet points, but I made little notes just so I would remember what happened in the recent episode. But literally my notes just say, cool doji danshi cafe shenanigans, bocce beach episode, chainsaw man, sword demon guy, and himeno death. Yeah. Spy family, tennis. I actually haven't watched the newest episode, but I read this bit in the manga. I don't remember what happens. I don't remember it being particularly interesting, but maybe I'm just not remembering right. Hours of Apex, probably. Yeah, I mean, with Apex, you always have the option of doing an endurance stream, right? Until you win a game, which is always going to be a long stream for me because I'm not good at Apex and I'm not going to win any games for like 5 hours. Yep. If I like the topic, I can go for hours? Kind of depends. I don't know. My brain works in mysterious ways. Even though I have a lot of things to say about anime in general, I can't remember what they are until like a key word is mentioned, and then I'll be like, oh, yeah, I remember. It's all coming back to me now. You make it sound like Daily Lunacatus is a bad thing, which is objectively false. I agree. Although, if you have any, if you're like one of those people that wants to watch every Lunacatus stream, you will no longer have free time. That's our evil scheme. It's how we take over the world. True facts. The Aim for the Ace reference in Spy Family was fun to see. I don't even know what that is. Aim for the Ace? Is that a movie? If it's a movie, I probably don't know anything. I never know movies. Oh my god, I just remembered I was gonna pull up Kumaro. Wait. Where's Kumaro? Hold up. There he is. Okay. I literally was gonna say, guys, say hi. Say hi. It's my friend. I showed this off in my my earlier stream today, my Japanese Zatsudan, but I forgot to show you guys this. I literally got the working model for him to like blink and stuff right after my debut yesterday. He can do a squint. I really like the squinty face. I just like holding him. And I like that my default pose has my arm on my hip, so it kind of looks like I'm holding him. Why did you reveal the domination plan? Because you can't do anything to stop it. Even if you know my plan, you can't stop it because the plan is already in motion. That's a very anime thing. It's a very anime thing to say. After somebody has like explained their big plan. A good villain monologue. A classic tennis anime. Oh. Why don't I know it? I know so much about sports anime. I know so much about sports anime. Kumaro exudes cool vibes. Yes? I don't know. I just see him as a gremlin. He gives me vibes of like a little rascal. Like he's gonna try to steal from the cookie jar when I'm not looking. Bam bap ba doop boom. Aim for the Ace is one of the best selling shoujo mangas. Hey, it's a shoujo? Oh, that sounds interesting. Kind of reminds me of oh, what was it? The tennis. No, the other tennis one. I realize I say the tennis anime, and I'm like, we're literally talking about a tennis anime right now. Baby Steps. Baby Steps. I don't know if that wasn't necessarily a shoujo. It was more of like a what's it called? What's it called? Josei? Seinen? I don't know. It was like a more of a drama. More of like a personal growth journey with like a little side plot of romance. That one was a pretty good one. I enjoyed it. The sumo anime, I think so. I'm pretty sure. I actually tried watching that one for a little while. I thought it was okay. It wasn't really anything like mind-blowing, so I didn't really watch much of it. Because at this point, I know all the tropes. I know all the shonen tropes. I know all the shoujo tropes. I know all the sports anime tropes. So it takes a lot to really knock me off, knock my socks off. Gremlin that steals. That's the reason for the villainous eyes. I don't know if he really steals. I don't think he's villainous. I just think he's a little gremlin. He's just gonna like pull some pranks on me or something, Just a little funny dude. But if y'all want my sports anime recs, we can start talking about that. I can go for another hour about that. Anime really be making an anime about any sports or activity and making me enjoy it. Literally, like, I don't have any interest in sports in real life, or at least I didn't until I started watching sports anime. Your phone just took your phone just took your friend. Yeah, that's the right words. That's the right order of the words. 10. Very good. Good speech. Speech 10 out of 10. Konoto Tomare is an example of something I didn't know I would watch today. What is that? That's like a music anime? Is it? Or no, I don't know. Sports anime Rex. Okay, here's my sports anime Rex. We've got hold up. I'll type these. These go on the text box. Sports anime. Obviously, Big Wind Up. That's the one that I said in my debut. No, don't let the phone take it. No. Harima, yes, that's me. Hello. The cool vibe is just a cover for the Gremlin plans. Yeah, we have that in common. I'm secretly Gremlin. Or maybe it's not so much of a secret. Have you guys figured it out by now that I'm Gremlin? So Big Wind Up is a baseball anime, but it's more of a drama, I would say. Well, that's not even true. Like, some people say that Big Wind Up has a lot of slice of life stuff, which it definitely does. I don't know. The thing about it is that it's very on focus. Like, it doesn't stray from the focus of baseball, but it goes through like every facet of the characters' lives revolving around baseball. Because like they're in high school, as a lot of anime tend to be set in, and it's all very like realistic. Like, these characters have parents that are active in their lives and like attend parent meetings and come to their sports games and help them record the games that they miss from the other teams so that they can use the data to prepare them for their next round at the tournament. And like honestly, just watch the anime for the parents. They're so cute. They have like a little like fan club, or they like they're just like chilling in the bleachers with their little like parasol and just like gossiping about their kids and stuff. It's so fun. The Koto Club, right? That's it's like the, not a shamisen, but kind of like a shamisen. It's like a stringed instrument, right? But yeah, highly recommend Big Wind Up. It's just, first of all, the main character is an anxious mess, so kind of like Bocchi and kind of like me. So you can tell that I definitely I like anime that have like an introvert main character because I can relate to them. And yeah, the main character of Big Wind Up has like extreme social anxiety to the point that he can barely form a sentence with his teammates. Like, he usually just speaks in like broken phrases, and there somehow is like one friend that he has that like completely understands him. And everybody else is like, okay, so you want to play baseball? And he's like, well, I don't know. He's such a cutie pie. A 13 to 17 stringed instrument. Ew. Anyarulo? Is that the one that you like lie flat? It's like no, that's a different one. I don't remember. What am I talking about? Okay, in terms of other baseball anime, another really good one is Ace of Diamond. There you go. This is probably like the exact opposite of Big Wind Up. It's very much like a high tension, high energy shonen. And for a while, like, I had only watched like the first season, and then I kind of like dropped out of it for a while and forgot it existed. And then like a couple of years ago, I went back and I was like, hey, I wonder if they ever finished that anime. So I went back and like rewatched it from the beginning and enjoyed it way more than I thought it would. Like like it starts out being really tropey and being very like, I don't know, like typical shonen, you know, the main character, he's very hot-headed. He's like, I'm gonna be the ace on my new team, and I'm gonna be a pro baseball player, and I'm gonna be the best in the world. And of course, everyone has to knock him down a peg, or two, or three, or a lot of pegs. There are a lot of pegs that he has to be knocked down. I'm not gonna continue that sentence anymore. But, like, honestly, the more that it continues, the more that a lot of the side characters get to shine, and like the intricate like relationships between them, just the little like subtle interactions between them that really build into like this really cohesive like team feel. It's just like you get so hyped for them because you just know like how well they like get along with each other and how much they've worked so hard. And that's just the thing about sports anime. You just want to root for everybody because you see all the hard work that goes into it, and then you just love every character, and then you don't want any of them to lose. But it's never gonna happen because someone has to lose in sports anime. It's very tragic. Oh, there's a dub in your native language. Nice. Yeah, Ace of Diamonds, it's just really good. It only gets better in like the second season. Like the first season, it's like very like standard shonen stuff, and it's really good. But then I think like later, like when they get into the second year and like the like switch captains, and like the new captain has to sort of like fill the shoes of the old captain, and sort of like he has to go from being like this sort of snarky asshole to actually like trying to form genuine like trust between himself and his teammates. It's really fun. It's those kind of pegs and nothing else. God, I need to shut my goddamn mouth sometimes. Let's see, other sports anime that I really love. Yoa Mushi Pedal. Am I a bank loan? Because I got your interest. I like that one. Yoa Mushi Pedal. It's an anime about bikes, about bicycles. And it's so silly. It's pretty much everything that I said about Ace of Diamond as far as, you know, like really fun, quirky characters, a lot of action, and just like shonen goodness. But also there's a specific quality that Yowamushi Pedal has that is just like out of this world bizarreness. It's the kind of thing where theoretically most of the things that they're doing could be achieved by humans in real life, maybe. But it's like so out there that you're like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, I don't know how to describe it to you. You should just look up a character called Midosuji, and then you will regret your life. Midosuji. He's actually a very good boy, and I love him a lot. But he has committed many atrocities, and needs to be in jail probably. Bike jail. No, I mean like actual jail. I like the character with red hair. Oh, and Yowamushi Pedal. Naruko. I love Naruko. He's such just a little friend. He goes through a lot of growth, honestly. Like he starts out just, you know, being your typical hothead. Sort of the one that you would expect to be the protagonist. Although the protagonist is, you guessed it, an awkward little introvert. Can you see a theme in the shows that I like? But yeah, Naruto's the one that you would expect to be the protagonist. But he like has to learn to put aside some of his like pride and narcissism for the sake of the team, and like learn to cooperate with people that he might not necessarily get along with. They have extreme personalities for these sports anime. Yeah, especially, you know, things like Yowamushi Pedal and Ace of Diamond are like definitely like very tropey shonen, at least to start out. Big wind up though is, I mean, the main character has a very extreme personality, but the rest of the characters are honestly pretty like normal. Like they're all like very complex characters that you can't really boil them down to like the quiet one, the loud one, the silly one. Like they're all silly. They're just a bunch of high school boys doing dumb stuff, and it's great. What else? I feel like there's something. I think I was just gonna add Kuroko no Basket on here because, I mean, most people know Kuroko no Basket, but it's a classic. It's a classic in my mind. Kuroko no Basket. It's very similar to Yowamushi Pedal, I would say, in just the terms of like shonen-ness, the levels of shonenitude, and the ridiculousness of their powers. Is there any other sports anime I'm forgetting? I feel like I am, but I cannot remember for the life of me. I mean, I've seen more than this. You know, I've seen Baby Steps, I've seen a good bit of Prince of Tennis. Prince of Tennis is a fun watch, although it eventually just becomes like mind-numbing, ridiculous, like, there's no point to it anymore. After like the first season or two, it just becomes like just a hodgepodge of nonsense. Midosuji looks like somebody who constantly has a frog eye lens filter on. Exactly. Yeah. He's like an anime character who's like having a breakdown, like a mental breakdown, except that's just his constant state. Zoka-chan, hello! Welcome to the stream. Hello. Haikyuu, I mean, I could put Haikyuu on here, but everybody knows Haikyuu. And like, I don't know, I went through a phase where I was super duper into Haikyuu, but I don't know, it's pretty good, and it still holds a special place in my heart. But I've lost my passion for it over the years. I don't know. The one with the card game. You're talking about Chihaya Furu. Yes. I can add that. Yeah, that's pretty much a sports anime. Chihaya Furu. Yeah, this one's probably a lot of people don't know about. It's about a card game, but it's like a physical based card game. It's like a reaction kind of. It's like it's based off of like your time reactions. It's honestly like a cross between a sports anime and a shoujo. And it's really well done, it's really well written, and the characters are really lovable. It's really good. You're one of the rare people that hasn't seen Haikyuu. I would recommend it. Definitely give it a shot. I went through a phase where I was really in love with Sugawara. He's such a mom. He's such a mom character. But he's also just like a little mischievous, a little playful, a little he's got a fun side to him, and I love that about him. Oh, I've actually got a lot of people that don't watch Haikyuu. It's good. You should give it a shot. Am I missing anything? Any of the other big sports anime that I love? I watched this one anime. It was kind of shorter, called Tsurune, and it's about archery. And that one was pretty good, but it was really short. I have a hard time like getting into shorter anime. Like if they're only like 12 episodes, like I'll watch them and they were, good, but then like I don't know. It like slips my mind because it was so short, Blue Lock? I've never heard of that. At least I don't think I have. Is that a sports anime? Blue Lock. Is that one of the current ones? Is it like soccer? For some reason, I've never been able to get into any of the soccer anime. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because I haven't found the right anime, or if it's because I'm just not into soccer. Which you wouldn't think that that's the case, because I wasn't into any of these sports until I watched the show. Alright, I just remembered one. I mean, come on. I gotta mention Yuri on Ice, right? Oh yeah, Tsurune, it was like one of the big ones, wasn't it? Was it Kyoani? It might have been Kyoani. I don't know. I think it might have been Kyoani. It was pretty good. I just wish it had been longer. But yeah, Yuri on Ice. Can't talk about sports anime without mentioning Yuri on Ice, right? It was like the soul of the anime community for like a year. Or at least for that entire season. Like, it was big. It was big. Here, I'll go ahead and add Tsurune on here, why not? And I you know, like, there have been a lot of opinions on Yuri on Ice because it got so big to the point where people were like antis of it, you know, like people were like, everyone likes Yuri on Ice, so I don't like Yuri on Ice. Yeah, it was Kyoani. I was right. But I really just genuinely enjoyed it. I liked, you know, the characters and their relationship and all that. But I also just really like animes that portray performance really well, like the way that it feels to perform, and like the lifestyle and sort of worries that come with being like a performer, like as a profession. I really appreciate any anime that can like draw out that sort of feeling. Yeah, I haven't heard people talk about Yuri on Ice in a long time, actually. But I mean, it still lives in my brain. Can you hear my heartbeat? Na 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 na. I close my eyes to myself and my dreams. No, man, I just want to sing the whole thing. But I just really liked it. There were a lot of like episodes where like I was watching it weekly as it came out, right? And there would be like an episode that came out and like as soon as I finished watching it, I would like run to like go play my flute because I'm like, blah, inspiration, blah. And then, of course, the best sports anime of all time. $50% off. If you haven't watched 50% off, do yourself a favor. You don't even need to watch free. All you need to watch is 50% off. You want to see me skate? I can't skate. I've been to like a skating rink a few times in my life, like maybe 5 at maximum over the course of all my many years that I've been alive. So, you know, I'll go years without ice skating, and then I pretty much have to start from step 1 all over again because I've completely lost the feel for it. And I don't really have any like ice skates that I own that like are molded to my feet. So, you know, I have to like bust up my feet every time I go ice skating. And then I always inevitably, like, I don't really know how to control myself very well. So as soon as I start having fun ice skating and like feeling like I'm getting the hang of it, I will fall on my ass. And I will break my ass. I actually, like, I fell on my hip, like I fell sideways and like bruised my hip for like a month from ice skating. True story. I don't think that I would necessarily be bad at it if I had more practice, but like I don't live like on a lake in winter So I don't know how I would get more practice. And I don't want to live somewhere where it gets cold enough for you to ice skate like on a lake, because I hate the cold. I don't like it. Not for me. Oh man, it's been a long day, huh? I feel like, but this entire time from like my debut last night until now has been like one long day. Even though I did sleep a little bit, I got like a little bit of sleep. Maybe like 5 hours-ish. And then I did my stream this morning, and then I went to work, and then I came home and tried to take a little tiny bit of a nap, which only lasted about 5 minutes because then it was time for Belle's debut, and then I had to get started on my stream, and here we are. Yeah, you gotta like actually like pay money to ice skate every single time. Yeah. Nope, I don't got that kind of money. I'm sad that no one has reacted to the fact that I put 50% off on this list. That proves that you're all uncultured. I'm kidding. But honestly, if you want to watch just a really silly parody series, just go on YouTube and watch 50% off. It's never gonna get finished, but it's really funny. And I reference it a lot to my friends. Like, it lives rent-free in my brain. A friend showed you the first episode of 50% off. Yeah, it's so funny. I did a pretty good job, thank you. I cry. I'm not gonna cry. I had a lot of fun in all of these streams. I'm just very tired. I only have one stream tomorrow, so that's something. And then I'm taking Wednesday off. And luckily I also have that day off of work. So I'm just gonna sleep for like an entire 24 hours. You haven't even watched Free. You don't need to watch Free. You literally just have to watch 50% off. Because it's basically like, Free is okay. It was pretty good. It's like iconic. I do like the characters. They're very silly. But honestly, you can just watch 50% off, and you'll understand what happened in the show pretty much. Alright, I think maybe now we've run out of topics. Maybe now I should go to sleep. How does that sound? Are you guys sleepy? Because I'm sleepy. Are you sleepy, Kumaro? I think Kumaro is sleepy. But yeah, thank you guys for coming and chatting about anime with me. Whatever you watch first will become the main universe. It's fine. Just let 50% off consume your brain. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I'm hoping to make this like a weekly thing. It might not happen at the same time next week because I think I've got some other stuff planned already in this time slot. So I might either move this to a different time slot next week or we might just skip a week. I am unclear. But you know, if you guys enjoy this enough, then I will keep doing it. You know, right now I'm just sort of testing out a lot of different kinds of streams, seeing what people like, but I think we had some good chat. We had some good anime talks. I wouldn't mind doing this again sometime. Alright, that's all the energy I've got in me. Otsutem. Bye bye. Good night.